Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pardon me, I'm a little, just a tad bit under the weather today, but I'm so happy as always to be with you for Seti Saturday, Seti Saturday, May the 11th, 2024, brought to you by Seti Inc. We are a management consulting firm. We do management consulting, which is problem solving, business advisory, digital economics, digital financial literacy, digital cryptocurrency interactions, our four main pillars, bringing solutions to challenges and issues that businesses have, strategic planning, wealth creation, financial development, wealth management, ensuring the best usage of your growing earnings. In particular, in this era of time, it is of the absolute importance. Wealth management is, and wealth security. More and more and more, there are more villains attempting to take our wealth than ever before. We need to secure ourselves against the onslaught of challenges uh, and challengers that may be coming to take the very wealth that we are working so hard to build. So, once again, welcome to the broadcast today. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Get this information out. The information we tell you here is of great importance to you and your family, to your business, to everything that you're doing. We talk about economics, of course, and we talk about things that are going on from a worldwide understanding, right? The global or macroeconomic situations that are taking place. And of course, we are tuning into the technologies of our time because the technology today is making a difference in everything, right? It is the very thing pushing all realities that exist in the world today, in particular in regard to money and finance. Technology is the reason and the foremost thing that is on top. Absolutely. So today, I really want to dig in and keep asking you the question because if you're not yet in decentralized finance, you should be asking yourself this question. What's holding me back? Why should I be in decentralized finance? We've been giving you this answer continually. We will continue to make our case, if you will, as to why we believe the masses in particular, those who need, want, and have not been able to achieve, or we find ourselves being pushed back often, or we see hurdles and obstacles consistently being placed in our way to achieve the goals that we would like to foster for our families, not just for ourselves, right? But for those who come after us. There are some of us in communities that are not looking that far down the line. And we need to understand that decentralized finance is a medium in a way to assure us the capacity and capability of if we are not able to achieve it ourselves, then future generations will be blessed because of the steps that we take today to secure them for their futures. This, friends, is of the greatest importance. Now, we've been telling everyone for quite some time uh, about the advent of digital economics, right? We just want to start just simply with that. Like, understand whatever you think you believe today, just research the things that we bring to you. And then when you do that research, you will come to the very quick conclusion that what we've been saying is absolute truth. And that is that this world, the entire world, is going digital in terms of economics. In other words, the paper monies that we are using are going to become obsolete. We're going to be pushed further and further down the digital road. You will use some sort of digital currency to take care of your financial transactions. It's a fact. The question that we keep bringing to you is where will you be positioned in this reality that is underway? It is being made to happen, right? Where will you be? Will you be on the side of decentralized finance where you have some power over yourself, your family, your money, your finances? with no middlemen, with no custodial apparatus that monitors your every move? Or will you be a slave? A slave because you're utilizing only systems that enslave you, because they will track you, they will determine what you get, they will determine what you buy and cannot buy, and etc. Now, this article here, um, and the sources of this article make our case continually, right? Look who's involved: JP Morgan, MasterCard, Wells Fargo, and US banking giants explore new ledger based settlement with tokenized assets. What's this ledger based thing? It's a blockchain. And as we've told you here, blockchain is the now future that is the game changer for us if we utilize it properly. But understand that all things can have dual purposes. They can have positives and negatives at the same time. And so when we utilize blockchain from the decentralized standpoint, we gain power, strength, and might. But blockchain used from a centralized standpoint might very well take those things from us. So we need to pay attention to what's going on so that we can be on time and in time and with time in making the right choices and decisions. Now, look, America's biggest financial institutions, their name, some of them, are collaborating. They're working together on a new initiative to explore on-chain settlement system for tokenized cash assets. We told you that, in particular in maybe some Western countries, the United States specifically, you probably will not see the term CBDC, central bank digital currency, used when they roll all this out to the masses, because there's sort of in the US some pushback against CBDC. So they'll use token. They'll come out with a tokenized system and tell us that this is not CBDC. And it kind of won't be, but it kind of will be. And it'll still have the uh, same directives, same potentials, um, same same sentiment as CBDC, in that it will control, it will track, it will monitor our every moves. Right now, according this announcement, according from the Securities and Industries Financial Markets Association, that this have launched a settlement network proof of concept. Right, they're testing this out now. We reported last week, I believe it was, that 98% of all central banks, in particular, are now moving to explore CBDC in some capacity or asset, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. 98% of central banks are now exploring these things. So now here in the US, we're seeing that there is a collaboration of these giant companies that are seeking now to look at ways to deal with tokenized economics, right? Let us really dig into this just a little bit. Members of the program include Citibank, right? These are the big boys: Citibank, JP Morgan, MasterCard, Swift, right? The international payment system Swift, TD Bank NA, US Bank, USDF, Wells Fargo, Visa, Zions, Bancorp. Big Four accounting firms from Deloitte will be providing advisory services. Two additional unnamed vendors will be providing technology, infrastructure, and legal analysis. All the big players are here. This is a consortium of big players now looking at the prospects of utilizing the digital ledger blockchain to tokenize assets, to tokenize money, to bring in a tokenized system that you and I will be forced to use to some degree. The degree will depend on what other things we've done for ourselves. If you've been following our information here, you'll be prepared. You'll have choices. But if not, you may not. You may not. Um, but pay attention here, right? Building on the results of previous industry POC. Again, they've been testing this for years, right? This project will further research the settlement of tokenized cash and securities on a common system. They're building out the systems now that the banks, the major commercial banks like JP Morgan and Wells Fargo and Bancorp and others can begin to utilize these systems amongst themselves and transmit transactions and etc. All of this, of course, coming down through the central bank system, which they're all connected to. But now they're letting us know where they are. They are very far ahead in terms of the development of the technology, friends and family, that will soon, very soon, very soon be the banking reality, the financial systems reality. Look at their final statement here: as blockchain technologies continue to mature, it will be critical for public and private organizations to partner closely to explore how it can be applied to solve for real world pain points and improve efficiencies. The application of shared ledger technology to dollar settlements could unlock the next generation of market infrastructures where programmable settlements are 24/7 and frictionless. Now, this statement, of course, is not all bad in terms of the way it's presented, but what we have to understand is for them, it is all about control of the money. It is all about them controlling it and you and I following whatever they mandate for us to do. And that, my friends, is not what we want because that is not what is best for us. What we want is a fair opportunity to participate in the global society, in the financial systems. We want, most of us, I'm sure, the opportunity to propel our families forward, to live decent lives, to have something for ourselves, not to have to work 20 hours a day and still not have enough. That's what I think most of us want. That's not necessarily what the elite want. That's not necessarily what the bankers want. That's not necessarily what many governments want. And we are set to make choices. Now, while they are doing that and moving that forward, they are using their armies of regulators, their armies of uh, despots to attempt to destroy the systems that are free from them and free to us to interact with that benefit us because we have power in them, because we have control in them. We have a say so in them. We can do things in them ourselves. We can make choices for ourselves. That's what they're fighting to take away from us, even before we totally get it. Even before the masses of us, any small, large majority of us, actually even know what's going on. They're trying to take this from us. Crypto billionaire Jason Lupone says SEC's anti-crypto agenda to have chilling effect on Ethereum users. Here's why. Now, if you didn't know, the SEC is one of the seemingly one of the elites armies, one of the elites tools of army readiness to attack the crypto world, the free world of I want to choose for myself what I want to do with my money. The SEC has been attacking numerous crypto entities for some time now. They seemingly, and Mr. Gensler himself has said he did not like Bitcoin, even though he allowed the Bitcoin ETFs. He doesn't like Bitcoin. Bitcoin offers freedom for people. Not sure why anyone wouldn't like that, especially someone who says they believe in the American system of freedom, right? So purportedly what America was founded upon. Why wouldn't you like freedom for every individual to make choices about their own money that their blood, sweat, and tears work for? So the co-founder of Ethereum is issuing a warning that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, he says the regulator's current policies on crypto will be lasting in effect. Now, if you don't know this story, right, there's been a lot of controversy around whether Ethereum, the number two blue chip cryptocurrency after Bitcoin, whether it is purportedly a security or not. You may know that the SEC has been pretty much trying to call all crypto securities. It couldn't call Bitcoin that, of course. So Bitcoin has been left alone in that regard, or at least the SEC has said it's not a security. And for a long time, it actually said that Ethereum was not a security. But now there may be a sense of hypocrisy that is taking place as there might be seemingly changing their mind. Or they might, say Ethereum is all of a sudden a security. And why do they want to make all crypto securities? Well, because then they can control them, right? Understand that these are all correlations dealing with who controls the money, right, from the banks, and who controls money from a global national interaction standpoint, global international standpoint, right? This is all about who controls the money and who can use it for what they want to use it for. Which, by the way, none of these people are concerned about average everyday people. For the most part, they could care less about you or I. All they care about is what they want for themselves, and that they can command and demand and then make us do what they want. Now, listen. In a new interview with Weird, Lupin says that if the Ethereum is declared a security by the SEC, people in the US won't be able to buy it. That is extremely harmful to the US economy. Let me tell you, technology, as I said in the beginning, is the leading factor of all economic thriving right now. Technology, right? And Ethereum itself is the big technological advent in cryptocurrency. It was the first to develop smart contracts and dApps, decentralized applications. There are many other cryptos built on top of Ethereum. In fact, this would be extremely harmful to the US economy. Developers and people involved in it. This is a growing industry, frat fam. It's not an old one that's shrinking, it's a new one that's growing, and they're attacking it head and foot by so many ways. We need to get the underlying realities of it. Why would the SEC go back? There was a former SEC chairman, his name escapes me at the moment, who specifically said Ethereum is not a security. And yet they're coming back with this. And they're now attacking even crypto wallets, right? Some of us are familiar with MetaMask, a decentralized crypto wallet. They want to attack that. They've been served a Wells notice. Lupin is the CEO of Consensus, the creators of MetaMask, the world's most popular crypto wallet, decentralized wallet, which was recently received a Wells notice. The Wells notice is the notice from the SEC that they're thinking about suing you and basically questioning you on why they shouldn't. Several of these Wells notices have been sent out to companies, by the way, decentralized companies, right? They can simply choose not to do business in the US. This is why Mr. Lupone is saying that this could critically injure technology innovation in the US, set the US further behind. It's not in front in terms of technology. This will set the US behind. It seems to be irrational thinking. I, it seems to be irrational thinking on in the terms of government layers of how people are attacking things and why they're doing this. We need to begin to question this. We need to be talking to our senators and Congress people. We need to be fighting for crypto and not against it. Joe Biden seemingly is against crypto. He's signed bills into law mandating harmful things to the crypto industry. This is all bad, 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 bad. Why would anyone want to hurt the every average day man and woman? Why would anyone want to stop our capacity to have some simple control over our money, our funds? This is exactly what is going on. And the heat is ramping up because, as I said, the SEC has been sending out these Wells notices to decentralized companies. that are obviously not securities. They're not securities. They're acting in a decentralized way. Many of them are doing so through technologies that human beings are not even interacting with it in the way that under the common SEC laws and the regulations that exist would make them a security. But they're being tested because the government has the power of and money, of course, to attack you even when you're right. And they know you're right, and they could be totally wrong, but hell, what the hell? They'll just attack you anyway. This is what is going on in the U.S. and many other Western countries throughout the world, where the people, the very people, let us not forget in these what they say are democracies, we are supposedly electing people to safeguard and protect us. But it seems they have their own agendas. They seemingly are doing whatever they want. Friends, we want to keep you in tune with these updates and this news as it is affecting your life, whether you have yet to come to realize that directly or not. Understand that this is the case, and we're here to bring you this information continually. Now, I want to move on a bit just to let you know once again, get in contact with us. We are Seti Management Consultants. We find solutions to problems, tax strategy, business development, leadership coaching, decentralized cryptocurrency interaction, all of these things, alternative finance, working capital, HR, human resources, all of these things are things that we do to help your business, your personal reality, your family, business infrastructure to thrive, not just survive, but to thrive. Now, some of you may remember last week, May 4th, we were talking about this particular cryptocurrency called Tightnex. And at that time, we were showing you that the point being that if you were involved with this early on, came into existence roughly around November, October 2023, give or take a month or so. And it did very well. It grew, but then it had a drawback, a retraction, and things really kind of went down quite a bit. But we were showing you this because what we do and what we teach others to do is to be looking at these charts, taking it from a technical analysis standpoint, attempting to get some insight into what may happen to our benefit. And so last week we were showing you that it was down at a certain point. It had begun to rise. I think at that point last week it was in and around 2,500. By the time we got off the broadcast, it had gone all the way up to 3,600. That is a 500 point plus, just at 3,000, 500 point plus gain. We want you to begin to understand the strength and capacity of decentralized finance. Yes, as in all finance, there are risks. We teach people how to mitigate risk, right? There, but anything financial is going to have risk. If you can make money, you can lose money. It's just as simple as that. But if you are positioned in the right place at the right time, you may see such gains. Imagine having caught that gain. Now, this later fell, right? It later fell. As you can see here, it had fallen back down, but it is on the rise again. And this shot was taken yesterday. At the close last night, it was 100 points above this or more. Why are we telling you about this? We're telling you about this for a couple of reasons. One, when you get involved with us and we begin to educate you on decentralized cryptocurrency interaction, you too can begin to gain the benefits of such. This, friends and family, is presenting to us the greatest opportunity ever, possibly in human existence, for us to gain wealth at an unprecedented fashion. This is not a get rich quick scheme, but it is giving us the opportunity to gain wealth, to gain financial strength in a way that has never been seen before. In other words, faster than normal. This is an absolute fact. This is one of 30,000 or more cryptocurrency potential opportunities that you can be involved in. And when we add into just the factor of the cryptocurrencies themselves, when we talk about systems, protocols, programs, etc., now we're talking maybe hundreds of thousands, certainly tens of thousands of potential opportunities. This is what we invite you into when we talk about decentralized finance. Next week, I'm going to talk about TBF, uh, technology based financing, another realm of opportunity that is brought to bear by this blessing of decentralized finance. But also know that this is why many of the elite are against such things, because the average everyday man and woman might even catch up. And in fact, we know that many regular people over the last 16 years, some have become multimillionaires through the advent of decentralized finance. Others have become very financially comfortable, let's say. This can happen for any of us. The opportunities are here. There has never been anything like this. I'm going to say it again. Possibly in human existence, that have given the masses, the every average day man and woman, the opportunities that this is giving us now. Join us and learn more. Contact us at customer service at tasetiinc.com. Schedule that appointment. Learn how to do this. Learn how to engage. Learn more about the systems that are bringing power to people today. We invite you to learn. We invite you to power. We invite you to take charge of your own life and your own destiny. Do not allow others to take your very place in determining the choices for you that the Creator, the Most High Himself, has given. The Creator gave us life and choice. Never let anyone take those gifts that the Creator have given to you without a fight, at least. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope this has been informative. Please note we may start doing pre-recorded broadcasts. We want to engage people. We are working with people. We want you to appreciate that which we're bringing to you. We don't do it because we're looking for fanfare. We do it because we care about the masses of the people and we want the best for people at large. Thank you so much. Have a pleasant and wonderful weekend. Peace and power.